EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Herbert to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. First carry for DeAndre Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The Eagles at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run here with Spiller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Left in a little bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Throwing is Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards on the play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, OP. Hey, Kappa.
Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows of the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. York now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Eagles nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
2nd and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out of here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll throw now on the final play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that, because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a give right side Swift. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
63.
Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need it. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. This is Swift on the counter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to go. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one complete to Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're fighting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
The offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop him.
Spiller will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, Silver. Hey, 73. Get it.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
63.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. He's going to have to protect the football and take his loss here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to really keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well...